macro story behind cobalt is quite unique. Never in the history of modern mining have you had companies like ours searching out cobalt as a primary focus, because cobalt geologically is rarely, if ever, found on its own. It's usually a byproduct metal, and yet we're in this technological revolution, particularly with respect to lithium-ion batteries in the electric vehicle market, that is driving us as miners to go out and fill a need for a renewable energy source that's powering the future of our mobility across the world. And so we see what's coming on the demand side. We see the trends. We know that there's going to be an increasing demand for cobalt. We also know very clearly what's in the pipeline by way of new supply over the next 5 years, and it's not enough. Our mandate is to go out there and find the next discovery or discoveries to meet the demand of a growing market. We built our team specifically with a view to being able to go into the Congo and make the discoveries there, because I do believe the next big discoveries are likely to be there. Having said that, our flagship asset is actually in Canada. There's a real opportunity to go back into an old exhausted camp, something once viewed as a silver mine, and try to reinvent it as a silver and cobalt operation. The mine that we are currently working on, in fact 2 mines that were integrated called Keeley and Frontier, produced some pretty high grade results. But on the cobalt side, it was a 0.5% cobalt grade, which is actually higher than what you're seeing today out of the DRC. And so the real prize in Cobalt Ontario is going to be to migrate that camp from one that was a high grade silver mine to something that is higher tonnage, lower grade bulk mining. Probably going to see more cobalt relative to silver than we saw in the history. So my real objective for myself and my team is to be the first to unlock the potential of that camp as a modern mining jurisdiction for cobalt going forward by looking at it through modern techniques, and that's never been done. So the future is strong. Over the past year, cobalt has gone from about $12, $13 a pound to north of 25. And I would say that the 100% price appreciation is directly attributable to, I guess, an awakening. I think cobalt as a metal today is where lithium was 2 and 3 years ago. We know that it's key to electric vehicles. We know that it's scarce, and investors are suddenly waking up to the fact that we are heading to another deficit situation, and that over the next 5 years, we're not likely to see much by way of relief. So we'll get there. We just got to go out and do the work, and it's going to take some time, but in the short term, we're going to have a bit of a spike. Cobalt it's a green metal. It's a metal that's going to clean up our environment. And so as a result, I'm finding an increased appetite to hear about the story in millennials and tech-savvy individuals who otherwise may not have thought too much about mining and what it means to our planet.